Hello, amazing leaders. Welcome back to our channel. So, this is our live Career Clarity Monday segment. So, thank you for being here. I'm so happy. And the reason why I'm up live today is because I got a call this week, a new story to tell, a new story to share. I got a call this week, someone very close to me, brilliant, dedicated, and hardworking, told me they just got fired from a job that they hated, and a job that had an incredibly unhealthy culture. I could hear the panic in their voice, that immediate urge to start hustling just to prove they still have value. Before we dive into why that hustle is a trap, go ahead and save this video right now. Whether you're navigating a transition today or just want to be prepared for the future, you're going to want to come back because I'm going to share some AI prompts and some really great resources for you when you're ready to pivot, when you're ready to change. So, again, welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, I'm Coach Dora Mendez. I'm a fractional HR leader, career clarity coach, and the host of the Building Leadership Community podcast. On this channel, I help professionals, especially those navigating transitions, learn how to stand out, build confidence, and use AI tools strategically to pivot in today's market. So, so when my friend called me, what I told my friend is what I'm telling you. Being released from a toxic environment isn't a setback, it's an extraction. It's the universe clearing the table so you can set a better one. The silver lining of career loss is the forced opportunity to pivot, but you can't pivot effectively if you're exhausted from the hustle. That doesn't work. We're going to stop the manual grind and start using AI to architect your next move with strategic precision. Last week, I shared some prompts with you and some stories with you and some insider tips on how to beat the ATS, the applicant tracking systems. As we know, most hiring managers, most employers, big or small, are using ATS systems, and so we share that with you. I'm going to go back today and share a little bit more, some of those resources that we have for you. And to make it easy for folks looking to pivot, I built a specific tool called Coach Dora's GPT Career Relaunch Navigator. You can find it in the description of this link or on my website. In the resources tab, I have a link there to the custom GPT. And so I've loaded this. Hold on, let me share my screen with you so you can see what's in that custom GPT. Hold on one moment. Let's share this with you. I hope you guys can see it. Can you guys see this? If anyone's out there, can you give me a thumbs up? Can you see it? I hope it's on the stage. I don't know if you guys can see it. Nobody can see it. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can. I'm not sure why the screen shares. So I do have a presentation. I think I can add the presentation up. There we go. So in order to get to it, you can also get to it by using this QR code. I was trying to do a live demonstration and I think it didn't work last time. So thank you for letting me know, those watching. And hello. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for your comments and your feedback. So this QR code takes you to my AI bundle, which directs you to the custom GPT. And that GPT is going to help you with interview preparation, career communication, leadership messaging, sort of an all-in-one kind of package. I also have a $19 roadmap. Just for $19, you get everything that's in this bundle to help you with your career pivot. And obviously, I helped and I encourage my friend to use this as well. So let me get back to sharing the story is what we do here on Career Clarity. I share real stories of you for things that have happened to my clients, things that I'm experiencing, and helping people grow and learn and move in their career and get that clarity. So I got that call. I actually was on a commuter train coming back home, and I get the call, and they're very upset. They just got fired, but they had shared with me weeks ago that they were looking to pivot, they were looking to change because the environment was very toxic. So I just reminded them that getting fired from a toxic and unhealthy environment is an extraction. It is an opportunity to break free, and to get the clarity. So I coach a lot of folks on how to get that clarity. And I want to tell you right before I got onto the broadcast, my friend who got fired, and what I told them was is what I'm telling you again. Being released from a toxic environment isn't a setback, it's an extraction. It's the universe clearing the table so you can set a better one. The silver lining of career loss is the forced opportunity to pivot. Okay. And right before I got on this live, I'm not being funny, I got a text and they got a job offer for $20,000 more than what they were making. And I couldn't believe it. I was so thrilled, just like right before I got on here. So I was like, ooh, I'm going live. And I got a happy ending to a story. And so I've got to switch gears. What can I do to help more people get some clarity? Um, and to make it easy for you, I want to share a little bit about when you're when you are in a toxic culture and you start identifying some red flags as you're searching, you don't want to quickly jump into a new role, right? You want to make sure you find the right place to be in because yes, they're interviewing you, but you're also interviewing them. So I wanted to make sure that before you jump into a role, in my experience in with HR level insights, I can act as a scout for you. That GPT can help act as a scout for you. So I want to share with you some red flags before you hit that apply button, to help you vet the market. Yes, the market is tight, but remember, this is an opportunity to find the right culture match for you, especially if you're leaving a toxic environment. The culture red flag check. So I like to start with three things, three red flags. The culture red flag check, I like to call it. Don't jump from one fire into another, right? Paste that job description into the GPT and you can ask it based on my background in an unhealthy culture, what language in the job description suggests similar red flags? So you can tell from job descriptions how the description is describing, if there even is a description of the culture. Some job descriptions describe the culture, what the benefits you'll get, what the total rewards are. Sometimes they'll describe the qualities that they're looking for the role. And so be thorough about it. If there's no mention about culture, think about it. Do a little research, look on LinkedIn, see if there's someone you know who worked there, see what the reviews are. So just vet, just like you're being vetted when you apply, you want to apply that kind of vetting to look for culture red flags. So don't jump out of one fire into another. So I know you quickly want to move, you want to get another job, you want to quickly hustle, but make sure you're pivoting and taking the opportunity to vet organizations for for a culture match to you. Another trick or another tool to beating that ATS system, the applicant tracking system, is we aren't just matching keywords, we're also matching intent. So the GPT translates your leadership wins into specific outcomes a healthy company actually craves. So you can look what kind of outcomes are they looking for? How can you look at your background, look at the organization, the company, the job description, and look at outcomes. Are the outcomes one that are result driven, ones that are team driven, outcomes that are collaborative? Are those the qualities the organization is looking for? Things that are going to really help you thrive. Because the truth is, as I mentioned last time, what makes you memorable is that research. What makes you stand out is making sure you're doing the research. So when you do that research, you just don't want to research like how your experience and expertise are going to help you stand out. You also want to make sure that that organization is right for you. And so you can do both at the same time. You can figure out how you can be memorable, how you can stand out through your communications and doing your research and doing your homework on the organization. And at the same time, you're doing your homework to see whether it's a good fit for you. So the third thing is, so I mentioned the using the GPT to find culture red flags by prompting the AI to review the job description and your experience. Second, also not just looking at keywords, but really kind of intentionality behind it and how you can stand out when you're doing your research on the organization. And then the third one is the interview FAQ. I do have an interview FAQ that really helps you generate 3 tough questions. Um, if you're concerned about the career gap because you're taking your time instead of hustling right away, you're taking your time. You want to make sure that you train the AI on the toughest interview scenarios. Use it as a practice because you want to be prepared when they ask, "Why did you leave? Why are you making this move now?" You want to make sure you make a story that's transparent and that sounds like a strategic choice and not like a confession, like some kind of guilty confession. So you want to make sure that you're prepared to answer that question. Why did you leave? Why are you leaving now? Why are you moving now? And you want to be as transparent as possible, but also help them understand and not badmouth. You don't ever want to badmouth a former employer, never ever. So you want to be prepared. So whatever the circumstances were, if there was a mass layoff, that's not uncommon now. That's happening a lot. If you were let go because of a disagreement, um, whatever the reason, you want to make sure that you frame it to show that you are intentional, that you are strategic, and where you're being transparent, but without being like guilty or shame about it. So it's a helpful tool to talk things out with. And now with the chat GPT, you can use your voice. You can actually have the GPT talk to you, which is a really great feature. Um, and so, yeah, that's my tidbit for this career clarity. And I'm so happy. I was inspired because my friend called me really, really upset. And then less than a week later, I think that was Tuesday, they called me to tell me that they had gotten fired and what a horrible experience it was. And I was encouraging and supportive and letting them know what an opportunity is to get out of a toxic environment. And then less than a week later, they got a job offer for a lot more money. Um, and I'm so proud to have helped in a little way, to be encouraging, and that they use my tools to help them do that. I'm really, really happy about that. So if you're watching me live Today is March 30th, 2026. April 2nd will be the second anniversary of Coach Dora. I can't believe it. And I want you all to know that on April 2nd is actually Latina HR Day, which I had no idea. I learned later that Latina HR Day was the same day I launched my business, April 2nd. And I'm celebrating this year I'm going to be on a panel. Latinas Rising Up in HR is doing a panel. And so I hope you guys will follow me, connect with me on social media. And if you're not free to join us live, it's 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. EST. If you're not free to join us live, register anyway so you can catch the replay. It's going to be a really amazing event. I'm moderating a panel of incredible leaders, and we're talking about entrepreneurship and HR in the modern workplace. We're discussing how to navigate shifts in the modern workplace. And I love for you all to join us live. Again, it's a great way to celebrate, and I'm celebrating with you. And I had no idea when I launched my business that it actually fell on that day. So it's just again just a lovely, lovely alignment with the launch of the business and Latina HR Day, April 2nd, 2022. So, I want to leave you with one more thing before I sign off today. And that is, you can join me if you're looking for more insights. And if you like these conversations, I take a deeper dive and write reflections on career clarity on Substack. So you can join my community on Substack, CoachDoraM.substack.com. You can always like, share, and subscribe here as well. And hit that bell button so that you will always be reminded when new content comes up. And I'm not above asking, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Help us make sure we can bring you the best content if you want. So for this Monday's career clarity, use that GPT to help you, one, before you hit apply, the cultural red flags. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. There's the chat GPT. I've been trying to figure out how to make sure that it's on there. So it's already been trained to help you, prompt you with the cultural red flags, beating the ATS system, and then those interview FAQs. So yeah, so just doing some live work there. So it's been trained for you. You can again upload that job description, and it helps you. How do you say? It'll help you write cover letters, do the interview prep, and do that research that you need to get done on the organization so that you're prepared. And before you hit apply, you've done your research on the organization and how to demonstrate your value before you hit apply. So my last words of wisdom, I guess, that I have to impart is the hustle culture wants you to believe you're behind, but career clarity knows you're exactly where you need to be. You don't need to work harder. You need to work higher. You need to work smarter. I've linked my career relaunch navigator GPT, which has the interview toolkit and the Latina HR Day registration below. It should be below. If it's not below, no worries. Connect with us. We'll make sure that you get that. And again, I'm Coach Dora, and this is Career Clarity Monday. Let's continue to build something better. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell me in the comment what's one red flag you're never settling for again. I'll see you next week. What's that red flag? If you want to share, and help give me some ideas and story to share for our next Career Clarity Monday. So thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining us. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Take care, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Copybearer. Thank you, Dylan, for watching live.